Hey gang, anybody like to shop? I love to shop. I'm a shopaholic. And I've come down to Transformations by Rori today to look for some an outfit or some accessory that I can put on an outfit that I already have, and see if I can improve my fashion sense a little bit with some tips and tricks from Rori Scheffler. But first I want to talk about some of my old girlfriends, like Audrey Hepburn, the queen of the little black dress with her updo and her diamonds, or Diana Ross, a maximalist diva who really rocked those gowns. Elizabeth Taylor, fearless fashion with her low cuts and her fur wraps and her feather boas. Grace Kelly, the preppy princess with very, very feminine, impeccable style. Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis, simple chic in her Halston pillbox hats and her Chanel suits. Katharine Hepburn, the first lady of menswear. She embodied the American look. Lauren Bacall, the princess of prints, in her pencil skirts, blazers, silk blouses, and pleated trousers. Simplistically glamorous style. Madonna, the pop diva of fashion, who completely changed how concerts are performed and the way the performers dress. The extravagant outfits have brought, so many of these other performers to her level. Marilyn Monroe and her dangerous curves. So what do all of these wonderful women have in common? They explored their personalities, all right? They led us to new looks. They showed us it was okay to do this or that with our wardrobes. They had confidence like no others. I never believed that I could ever have a fashion sense, but as my confidence improved, I began to discover the key. Working within my body type and color, I began to see models and women in pictures who I admired and what they were wearing, and I thought, I'm just gonna try that, okay? So maybe a look that I saw in a movie paired with jeans that I already had or a skirt, and people began to compliment my style. This gave me a lot more confidence to go ahead and take other chances and take other risks, and it will give you the same confidence to explore more choices. Wearing this jacket one night, a woman at a bar next to me leaned over and said, typically, Rachel, women wouldn't wear all that bling on that jacket. And to her I replied, dear, I'm not your typical woman. And we became friends instantly. So this is confidence, okay, that I had to wear this no matter what anyone thought of it. I liked it, I'm comfortable with it, it says a little bit about me. Actually, it says a lot about me. It tells you where I've been, things that I'm interested in, and I've never really had a derogatory comment about it, other than what she said, when she was apparently trying to be constructive. Today I want to help anyone who is looking for guidance to build a wardrobe. Today it is so much more acceptable for a man to shop in a ladies' clothing store than when I was a little boy. I was so worried and self-conscious and feverish and embarrassed going into a ladies' store to pick out clothes that I took the first thing I saw, ran to the register, ran out the door, and tried it on at home. Guess what? It looked ridiculous. But the more I chatted with all my girlfriends about clothes and makeup, the more savvy and fashion-wise I became. Not. I didn't get to grow up with other girls learning about fashion, and I couldn't talk to anybody about it because they might think there was something wrong with me. So as society became more accepting of me, I have been able to practice and educate myself. It's been a long journey and I'm far from done. No, I haven't found the secret to impeccable fashion. I found something better than that. I found myself. As my confidence level grew, so did the cut of my clothes. The patterns and colors and mood that I wanted to show off. My clothes are an extension of my personality. When I see a top or blouse that I like, what I'm seeing is me in that article of clothing. I like bold stuff and I like edgy stuff. and I like comfortable stuff. Now, some standard fashion rules, okay, if I may be so bold as to pretend to be a fashionista, are peplums, you know, that flared cut on a top or a dress around the waistline will maximize your hips and accentuate your waist, make your waist look a little bit smaller. Empire waists that are high and usually have a loose cut right below them will hide a belly. If anyone out there has a belly, I know I've got one I need to try to hide every once in a while with a certain type of clothing. Padding your hips will allow you to be so much more versatile in your skirt or pant choices as well. And you know, the hip pad thing is not as uncomfortable as it may sound or it may seem. And we're gonna, in today's video, I'm gonna have on pantsuits like the one I'm wearing now, and I'm gonna have on some dresses and maybe a couple skirts. And I'm gonna have several different hip pads that I've made, several different sizes of hip pad that will help. And it's just another article of clothing. I mean, there's a lot of ladies out there that wear all sorts of foundation garments to accentuate their hips and to flatter their figure. And the hip pad for someone that was born and grew up with broad shoulders and narrow hips, it works. I love them. You know, I don't leave the house without them. It's that body dysphoria that we hear about so much, I think, is I don't like presenting with a masculine shaped figure. It doesn't work well with this look. So with that, let's have some fun. We'll start to show you some different outfits and talk about why we did what we did. The neat thing that I like about this outfit, okay, I love the color. This is something that you can wear out to dinner. You could wear it dancing. I think you could even get away with wearing it to the office. But the sparkle in the leggings, you know, but I think the sweater is what allows you to, you know, take it to the office and, you know, keep your shoulders warm. And it's also a very convenient outfit because you don't need to worry about your jewelry. You don't need to worry about a necklace when you have this, you know, decorative applique on in your décolletage, if you will, in your upper chest area. It's very comfortable. It's a short sleeve shirt, you know, but I got kind of large muscular arms, upper arms, so I like to cover them up with something with long sleeves. It's very comfortable, and it does show it does allow me to show a nice feminine figure with some hip padding. And hope you like it.
One of the fashion rules is you should never stop a horizontal line at your broadest part. For us big girls, and we have a lot of larger girls that come in the store, and I am one of them, this would look frumpy and make me look a lot heavier if I wore the shoulder seam down and did this across my chest. It's like if you have heavy calves and you stop your hemline at the broadest part of your calf, it's not nearly as flattering as bringing your ham up to that little indentation in your knee, and then it shows a little more shape. So just by moving the shoulder seam in, it minimizes the width of your shoulder.
So this outfit begs the question, can a girl have too much camouflage? Seriously though, we can become enamored with patterns and a certain pattern that we just love, and they make the leggings and they make the tops and they make, you know, this wasn't hard to find, believe it or not. Frighteningly, it was pretty easy to find and put this outfit together because I thought a little bit of camouflage would be okay. Now, trust me, girls, this was just done to prove a point in a video. I promise you'll never see me like this out on the town. Well, I like to wear these boots, but I usually wear them with blue jeans. So I got to step back. Now these are you know, when I wear these, am I looking like a petite flower in these 4.5 inch heels with the platforms? No, I'm not. But sometimes I just wear what I like to wear, and I try to make it work, and you know, you go with the flow. If I end up being 6'3" in these heels, so be it. But you know, sometimes you don't have to be so worried about all the fashion rules. If it makes you feel good and you want to get out, you want to have some fun, okay? But you know, don't try to be serious. don't try to be serious in this stuff. If you're gonna wear stuff like this, go have some fun.
So, when you're wearing basic black, you can do just about anything with accessories, and they say that you should spend 30% of your budget on your clothes, and whatever the remainder is, 70% on your accessories. So to cut your body in half, it's as simple as taking one of these wonderful scarves, folding it in half, and you can bring the little tie around the front, and you've just minimized your body, cutting it in half and putting on your heels, and it makes you look taller, and you have a wonderful bright color accessory. Change your earrings, change your jewelry, and you got an outfit. Karen's wearing a wonderful casual outfit, looks really comfortable. It'll take her all day comfortably with a loose fitting blouse and wonderful tight fitting, accentuating her shape, legs, and jeans. This is a really interesting color combination. The taupe blouse looks wonderful with her hair, and plum is not something that you would always pair with taupe, but she's carrying it off great. And to the extent that she's got her taupe shoes on, so it pulls the whole outfit together. To take this look and make it look a little bit dressier for evening, if she were meeting someone for dinner, we can change her shoes to heels. So Karen is changed into her wonderful heels, and we're going to accentuate those colors and pull them together with a wonderful poly scarf around the neck. You can just tie a little loop here, like this, and pull the top part of the skirt through there, and it gives you a vertical slim line down the front, which makes you look even taller and slimmer.
There is so much to say about the right print or pattern that you would get. Now, I'm a tall girl, so I can get away with horizontal patterns. You know, there are some vertical lines in this, but I can get away with the horizontal. If you're not a tall girl, if you're a little wider in the midsection, you don't want to go with the horizontal pattern. You want to go with vertical stripes. Those are going to bring you in and thin you up. But the thing that I like most about this outfit is that where it does fit tight on my larger upper arms. The pattern kind of hides that. And I'm looking at myself in the mirror as I look through the camera, and the pattern kind of, you know, makes that disappear. And I've got this black vertical line down here. Once again, where I have a larger body part, I have a heavy vertical line running down, which makes that look thinner. Okay, so you know, and I've shortened my hip pads. I'm wearing very easy to put on hip pads now, and the nude shoes are kind of like the nude shoes are kind of like the little black dress of shoes. Okay, they go with so much, and they look very sexy at the same time. You know, it's demure at the same time. It's very interesting. Depends on how you pair them. I want you to notice the pattern on my dress. I don't want you to notice my feet right now. So this really works. If I had a different color hosiery, you know, a darker color hosiery are going to make my thin legs look even thinner, which is going to, I know everyone wants thin legs, I get it, but it's gonna, mine are disproportionately thin to the rest of my larger masculine upper body that I'm trying to hide, so I don't want them to look any thinner than they already are. So there's a trick to every color or every type of pattern that you're going to wear, and there's a reason for it. And And I've fallen in love with this wig. I come down here for a fashion shoot and I got a new wig. So there's something, you know, she's got me this Transformations by Rori. It's just a wonderful shop, and they know how to make you look good. So we're trying something new. Okay, we're gonna do pattern and pattern. How does it work so far? Doesn't flatter the figure too well. So Rory's got an idea.
Now this does, Rachel has such a wonderful shape that you don't want to do that horizontal line and not accentuate her positive. Always accentuate your positive. So we could do an elastic belt. Kind of picks up the square pattern here. You could tuck the blouse in also. There you go, Mama.
Okay.
And then if you tuck the blouse in, you won't have that layer
And
down.
tuck it in. Okay.
Underneath the skirt with a belt.
Well, let me disappear for a second. I'll tuck this in now that we've gotten the idea of how we're going to make this work. I'll be right back.
Looks great.
So what the belt has made, the belt is the separation line from one pattern to the next. You don't have that spillover underneath now that you tucked it in.
And this also looks like a very expensive dress, but wearing two pieces will enable you to do a solid black top with a skirt, do the blouse with some tight leggings underneath, so you're stretching your wardrobe by mix and matching your two pieces and getting a lot of other stuff. Yes, gorgeous. And because we took the straps down, the boobs are sinking a little bit, but
yes, well, yeah, you gotta, I had straps holding me up, and now I don't have any straps, so you know this could be a mistake.
yes, we want you perky.
For me, but I know I have a lot of viewers that don't need straps. Okay, so it's a great look, and now, you know, I'm sure there's a term for this, but not being a fashion professional, I'm not sure what it is. And I want to talk about quickly about necklaces. Now, what I've noticed, if you watch the Oscars, like the pre-show, the Oscars, the red carpet, all the beautiful girls in their fancy gowns coming down the runway, you'll notice that if they've got nothing up here, no fabric up here, if everything is really low, all right, they'll have a choker or they'll have a very short necklace on, nothing that's going to go down below, you know, maybe a couple inches below the base of their neck. If they have something that's high like this, like even this is built into this outfit, something that's high up like this, they can go with you can go with a long necklace. You can bring a necklace all the way down to your waistline. I own several of those when I'm wearing sweaters and things like that. Even like with a cowl neck or a turtleneck, really long necklace works. So you know, it's interesting, but it's just something I noticed. You know, so the lower your cut's going to be, probably the shorter you're going to want your necklace to be, or the higher you're going to want your necklace to be, and vice versa. Hey, thanks for hanging around and watching us play with fashion, and hopefully I've learned some more, so I'll be a little more fashionable going forward. Love and peace to all, gang, and let's just try to accept one another for who they are.